black folks out in the hall. Again, this is all the problems that have been here tonight. And I think this is the same crazy woman that just said, "Who's that?" when I was asking who was out in the hall making noise. So at one and the same time, they proclaim their defiance, they don't have to answer to you, especially if your voice sounds white. Again, if we had this on video 24/7, 365, nobody would dare counter this. Everybody knows it to be true anyway, but they wouldn't counter it. Again, this is a tuberculosis complaint that was brought to the attention of Winton Hotel, 445 O'Farrell Street, San Francisco, California, 94102. In the middle of last week or something. Today's Monday, the 28th of August, 2017. We're almost at 11 p.m. right now. And I turned on the recorder because they were, starting to converse pretty loudly.
It's 11 o'clock.
Pretty loudly again for, 11 p.m. at night. Seeing whether or not they think it's you. And whether or not they get too loud. It's not pleasant knowing that it seemed like the thug was hunting for me tonight, who attacked me 10 weeks ago in the lobby and nearly murdered me with his thug buddy and the pitbull. And still nobody's done a thing. The police have been here and gone. They don't seem to have been effective at all. But they seem like they're co-conspiring among themselves. And this has been the case since I moved in like 7 months ago. It seems like all the black folks stick together, and it's only Black Lives Matter here. And they're just racist psychotics, all of them. And again, that would be proven. Nobody would dare doubt it or even assert anything ridiculous to the contrary. If there was video 24/7, 365, that's why they don't get video of 24/7, 365, so they can play the plausible deniability game. Although, it's not plausible at all to reasonable, intelligent people who know that video is the greatest evidence there ever was. It's not as flawed as DNA, where they can just smear it on a crime scene and say you were there. At some point in history, I believe DNA can't be carbon dated for the exact date, whereas with video, it's much easier to get the exact date. I'd like to go over to the TV and get the exact date for you, but I keep hearing these murmurings. See, so there's great sickness in this environment also. These people are, I guess the VA endorses people who are on drugs and, seems to put them ahead of the veterans, have lived a good straight and narrow life. Here's 2302-1102, August 28th, Monday, winds 35 miles an hour, 62 degrees, high 79, low 58. I've had to go to the bathroom for hours now, and I thought I would get my chance when the police were out there, and they didn't seem super cooperative, and I don't know if they did what they were supposed to do, but I'll probably have to call the precinct because it doesn't seem like it. And I should have got the previous call. Hopefully they keep records, and if something bad happens to me, something will be done. But it seems like the Serpico movie, where the police back off just at the moment the criminals are going to strike, and they know it's just at that moment, and instead of doing their duty, they play, you know, these games with your life, you know, not theirs. All they care about is theirs, it seems. Alright, so I'll cut this for now and upload it. And again, you know, terrifying environment out there. I don't know if I can go out there. You know, she'll call this other thug with the pit bull. I think they generally stay up all night long. Remember, this is with the air roll problem over here. And quite a few people still have their lights and windows open and on and all that stuff. And you see this continuously deep into the night, you know, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. I mean, just literally, like the lights never go off, you know. But you can hear them inside, so you know it's not just on some automatic pilot thing or an automatic timer. Right, so this is further along in the newscast. I don't know if you can hear that out there, you know, but you know, you gotta continuously be worried about these people and what kind of skullduggery they're pulling behind the scenes. Go conspiring. And of course they'll deny it. And I didn't realize it was such a degenerate, corrupt environment with the VA or you know, San Francisco or the housing or all the above, HUD, etc. And to them, it's fine if etc. And you know, it's not any skin off their nose if you complain about it. They actually intermingle ex-cons and normal people, ordinary people. You know, when they know the real truth of the situation and real life is NIMBY, not in my backyard. Nobody wants to be next to these murderous thugs, and this is why. And nobody wants to be near these crack addicts, because a lot of times they're murderous thugs, and this is why. And, you know, but if you're a good, decent veteran and you spent your life, you know, achieving and staying out of you know, jail and away from drugs and all that stuff, and you led a good, decent, honest life, you know, and through circumstances, you know, not of your own fault. If you have 3 heart attacks or something, and you know, you're probably going to die any minute, you know, any day. They'll try to hasten it by sticking you in with these horrifying, murderous crack addict thugs. And you know, I think a lot of them aren't veterans either, and they have no regard for veterans. They don't think we're any kind of heroes. They're not thankful for the country. Or our freedom. They're just self-centered degenerates. They're still out there. You know, let me converse until 5 a.m. These kind of degenerates, you know. And go inside somebody's apartment. You know they're in the hall because you can hear it. You can hear it that well. You can't hear people that well. You don't hear anybody else inside their apartments, right? But you know, these are human pieces of garbage who have no regard for others, and they don't care what kind of. A lot of times it seems like they're happy to cause you as much damage as they can. And again, you know, the authorities, city, county, state, and federal, they just seem to let it go on. And, you know, seems like, just like it said on the news broadcast, you know, like a week or two ago, San Francisco is a criminal's best friend.